Hi, good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. So, for me, it is rest day, and I am very much looking forward to that because I'm tired, and also yesterday was leg day. My legs are currently so sore. I'm not complaining about that, by the way. It's just like funny because I wasn't expecting them to be so sore today. But yeah, man, my legs are very sore. As for today, I'm not really planning on that much. I have my normal stuff that I need to get done, like laundry, which, it is what it is. Besides that, yeah, I don't think I'm really gonna be getting up to that much else. It's gonna be kind of nice, honestly. The main thing that I'm planning on doing, honestly, is just crocheting. So that might be the entire video today. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna try and finish the blanket today. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna be possible or not, but I think I have a pretty good chance to finish it, which would be really exciting. But yeah, as for right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit if I get up to anything, or I'll just see you when I get started crocheting. But I'm not going to talk through most of the crocheting until I get close to finishing the blanket, because yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but you will be able to watch while I crochet anyway. Obviously, I'll speed up the video so that way it doesn't take a super long time. Mostly just because I'm curious how long it's gonna take me today. But I was going to, I got another one of these containers like this one right here for my pothos. It was a bottle for vinegar, but I cut the top off of it and use it for my plants. But I'm gonna put my other pothos, this little guy, the one on the other end of the shelf in here. But I realized I just gave that little one water yesterday, so I can't do that today. So that will be at some point this week after it's not freshly watered. So at least I have a container for them now. But as for right now, yeah, I'm gonna get started crocheting. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it today. Obviously, you know by the title of the video if we did or not, but I'm pretty sure that we will. We're gonna finish it today. So now I am on the last side of the blanket. So yeah, we are definitely gonna be finishing it today. I am slightly concerned, being perfectly honest, that we might not have enough yarn. So I don't know if I'll use the gray one. Actually, I think I have some more white. Okay, yeah, I do have a little bit more white yarn. It'll be way thinner than what I'm currently using, so I do have some more, but yeah, we only have that much left, so it's gonna be a little bit close, but I do have some more white, so that's good. Or I can use the leftover gray or blue yarn that was from the temperature blanket as well that I still have, so I don't know which one I will do if we don't have enough, but honestly, probably the leftover temperature blanket yarn again. But it'll be exciting that we actually used all of it on this blanket too. And I did remember to lay the temperature blanket out on the floor, which was very exciting. I was kind of worried that I was gonna forget about that, so I made sure to do that. I know you can't see all of it right now, but you can see, you know, most of it, which is pretty good. But besides crocheting today, I got all my laundry done, which is amazing. That actually did not take any time at all today. I finished it by like noon, which was amazing. And I even put everything away. And then what else did I get up to? That was mostly it, honestly. It feels like a really really slow day, which is very nice. It's been so cloudy and windy again, so I did keep the tomato plants inside today. I wanted to bring them outside, but it's just too windy out there for them and cold. If it was warmer like it said it was going to be, I have yarn on my face and it's very annoying. But if it was a little bit warmer today, I would have brought them outside, but yeah, it's cold again today, which is annoying. I also took care of my tomato that are hydroponic in my room here today because the root rot smell was back, so I wanted to see if it was coming from them, and it most definitely was. That's what I was smelling a couple weeks ago as well. So that explains why they weren't doing very well and I had to trim so much of them. So yeah, it does definitely make sense. But unfortunately, this isn't the first time that it's happened with these tomato plants. So I did trim quite a bit of their roots off. Hopefully they'll grow some healthy ones now instead and be able to recover and, you know, be okay. But just in case they're not, I also trimmed another branch to propagate, and that one can go into the garden in their place if they don't make it, but I think they're gonna be okay. Tomorrow is the main plant care day, and it's also plant food week, so I'm gonna have a lot to do tomorrow with those guys, but at least I have one less, so that's good, and those guys are the most, you know, time-consuming out of everybody. And so far, the string of dolphins seem to be liking their new home, which is really exciting. They're so cute back there. I'm not gonna give them plant food tomorrow because I don't know when they were fed last, so I'll wait until, you know, not this week or next week, but I will feed them the week after that. So I just don't want to give them food, you know, too soon if they were just fed at the plant store where I got them from. So I'd rather them have to go a week without it than being overfed. I don't think they'll mind. They're still getting used to their new home anyway. But yeah, besides taking care of my tomato plant, getting the laundry done and crocheting, that's the majority of the day. So it's been a very nice little rest day, and I absolutely cannot believe that we are actually going to be finishing this blanket today. I wanted to try, but I didn't know if it was going to be possible or not. It took me about a half hour so far of crocheting, so it's honestly went a lot faster than I was expecting. The weather, by the way, has been so weird. Today is windy and cloudy again, like I said, and colder than it was supposed to be, but tomorrow would be like the perfect temperature for the tomato plants if I were to bring them outside. I wish that I could, but it looks like the weather is going to be like really strong thunderstorms and stuff, so obviously I'm not going to be bringing the tomato plants out tomorrow, but the temperature would be good for them, so it's really frustrating. And then the next day, Tuesday, is going to be absolutely freezing again. I know it's spring, but like this is very, very strange weather even for spring. Well, technically it's still winter, but you know, it might as well be spring at this point. We even have flowers growing outside again, so I would call this spring. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna have enough yarn. There's like no way that that's gonna be enough. The end of this blanket is gonna be a little bit interesting, but that's okay. You know what I could actually use is the black yarn, because like how I sewed the border onto the temperature blanket, I'll do that. So this might actually be a good thing that yeah, there's no way. We're almost out of yarn. Yep, okay, I'm glad I decided. We're using the black yarn to fully finish the blanket. Oh man, I can't believe that we actually ran out of this yarn. I thought that we were gonna have extra, like maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 more batches of stitches here before it's all used. And I know we're really close to the end of this round, by the way, so it's gonna be like, it's gonna be such a small amount of the black yarn. Where do we oh, really? We have this much left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more batches of stitches, and then it would have been it. But we're out of white, so let me grab the black yarn. This is the stuff that I used to sew the border onto the longer sides of the temperature blanket, so you know. I honestly think that this was perfect, and I'm glad that I thought of that too. So now literally every single color that is on the temperature blanket is going to be on this one, and just a teeny tiny amount too, because that's all that's on the other blanket. Man, this yarn is really thin compared to the white yarn. I did not realize there was that much of a difference. All right, last stitch. I'm gonna do just one more here to make sure that it stays in place, but we're officially done with the leftover yarn blanket. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't know, but yeah, we're done making this blanket already. Scissors, there they are. I'm terrible at weaving in the end of like any project. That's why, one of the reasons why the temperature blanket has tassels, but also because those are the colors and the pieces of yarn that I used for the guide for the entire year. So that's why I have those, but also so I wouldn't have to weave in the ends of the blanket. So this is probably going to stay just like a long piece of yarn until I one day eventually weave it in, but for right now I'm gonna leave it like that because yeah, I'm honestly terrible and I don't know how to very well. I can kind of sorta you know, make it so that you can't see it or that it will come undone, but yeah, usually it's just, they're just extra pieces of yarn hanging off of the blanket. It does not annoy me, so it's perfectly fine, but whoops. But yeah, that is it for this blanket. I cannot believe that it is done. And we have the only yarn left from the, oh my, I need to rewind that a little bit. Let's do that right now, shall we? But yeah, this is all of the yarn that we have left from the temperature blanket. But what I'm gonna plan on making next is I want to just make tiny squares because those are some of my favorite things to both knit and crochet with both of those yarns until they're used up, and then I will put it together into a pillowcase or another blanket or something else. I'm not entirely sure what, but I just want to make little knit squares and small granny squares as well, so they're both going to be crochet and knit with the rest of that yarn. So that's my plan with those, but now I am finally going to show you what the entire blanket looks like now that it's finished, and then I'll lay it down on top of the temperature blanket to see how much bigger it is than that, because honestly I think it's like bigger in every direction than the temperature blanket at this point, which I was not expecting. All right, let's see here, get the short sides because that's easier when I'm standing up. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully you can see it from the bottom all the way to the top, but yeah, this is how big this blanket is. It is, it's a big one. I was not expecting it to be this big. By the way, the January of the temperature blanket is on this side, and then that's December. So the beginning of 2025 is here, and then the end is over there. Wait a minute, this is actually smaller than the temperature blanket. Interesting. It's a little bit wider, but it's actually shorter. That's interesting. I want you to be able to see it as well. So temperature blanket is underneath. It ends right about here. You can kind of see the border of it underneath the crochet. But yeah, this is the temperature blanket and the crochet blanket. I can't believe that the temperature blanket is still longer than this crochet blanket. And honestly, almost the same width, because I thought that the temperature blanket was a lot smaller than it is. Who knew? No wonder it's so warm and it fits like perfectly on my bed. But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you enjoy your day today no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day today, and yeah, as for tomorrow, I'm gonna be starting a new project. I don't know if it's gonna be knit or crochet just yet, but we will figure that out tomorrow. And also it's plant care day and cleaning day and just like the beginning of the week, so you know, all the normal stuff that I do on Mondays. But besides that, I don't know exactly what I'm going to be getting up to, because the weather is supposed to be a little bit, it's going to be some strong weather tomorrow, so I don't really know exactly what else I'll be getting up to. Hopefully the weather is not too much, because that is not something that I'm looking forward to. The storms in spring they're always a lot, so I'm hoping that it's not going to be super strong and it's just going to be like rain all day, but you never know. But yeah, I can't believe that we finished the blanket today. Thank you so much for helping me make this blanket and the temperature blanket, of course, but this one specifically because we finished it today. So yeah, just thank you so much for helping me with this because I would not have done it without you, especially in this short amount of time. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend it with me and everything. It just like, yeah, it means more than I will ever be able to say. So thank you. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.